everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. It is the most wonderful time of the year. It's time for Sephora's Holiday Bonus Event for Beauty Insiders. I've been uploading recommendations videos for this Sephora Holiday Bonus Event for several years now. But I am so excited to say that for the first time, I am actually partnering with Sephora for this video. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you all of my recommendations as usual, but this time I'm breaking them up into categories like hair care, skincare, makeup, just for easier reference if you want to come back to this video at any point during the holiday bonus event. And the timestamps will be listed in the description box. Also listed in the description box will be a link to sign up for Sephora's Beauty Insider program if you're not already. It's free to sign up. There are so many perks to being a member, such as free makeovers, deluxe samples, promotions, and the holiday bonus event. Personally, I have been a Rouge member for a really long time because I've always loved shopping at Sephora. My husband says I physically cannot pass one without going in. So I have reached that $1,000 threshold to become a Rouge member. VIP Rouge early access to the event has already begun. It runs November 1st through November 6th. I believe I'm putting this video up on the 3rd. And then on November 7th, access opens up to all beauty insiders and runs through November 11th. If you are Rouge, you can use the code HOLIDAYSAVE to receive 20% off your purchase. And you can receive that discount in stores as well. All of those dates, all the information, everything you need to know will be in the description box. So let's get started with my recommendations. So starting with makeup, my first recommendation is something that I spoke about in a video about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and this was not out yet. I knew it was coming for holiday. It is the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse Mini Lip Balm Set. It comes with 5 mini lip balms. I love these glosses. They're so shiny, they're so non-sticky, they smell great. There is one shade in here that does come full size, and I actually already own that one, but I couldn't help myself. I had to get this entire set. Fussy is the shade that I already own and love. The other shades are Pretty Please, Confetti, Hot Chocolate, and Cheeky. I can't imagine a makeup lover not being thrilled to receive this set. So during the bonus event, you definitely want to pick up one for a gift and one for yourself. And I love that they're mini because that gives you a way to try a bunch of different colors at a value price, and they're the perfect size for a holiday evening bag. I never take a huge purse with me when I go to a cocktail party or any type of holiday event. I usually take a small clutch purse, so this size is perfect. I do want to put one of these on for you, but before I do that, I want to show you my next recommendation. This product I've only had for a day, but I'm already in love with it. I'm in love with the formula, the color, the scent. It's from the makeup artist Patrick Ta, and this is one of his new lip creams in the shade, why don't I ever remember to bring my glasses? This is the shade She's Secure. I bought 2 of them, and I'll show you the other one in an upcoming Get Ready With Me, but I do have She's Secure on right now, and I'm going to add a little bit more. These are the nicest lip creams I think I've ever tried. They're fully opaque, which I love. This color, I mean, I love a peachy nude. It doesn't apply heavy or goopy or streaky. It doesn't feel dry on my lips after a few hours, and the staying power is pretty decent. I'm letting that dry for a couple of seconds, and now I want to put on one of these Fenty glosses for you. I think I'm going to use the shade Confetti. And just so I don't get the color into the tube, because I'm going to want to use this shade on top of other lipsticks, I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand, take my finger, and then dab it on top. I really like it. All right, I love me a glossy lip. So continuing on with lips, I've got a couple Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks that of course I have to recommend. I am a Charlotte Tilbury addict. Many of you know that already. There's going to be quite a few Charlotte Tilbury products in this video. I can't help myself. And my first Charlotte Tilbury recommendation is from her Hot Lips 2 lipstick collection. These are the shades JK Magic and In Love with Olivia. These are the 2 that I reach for the most, but I also love Angel Alessandra, Dance Floor Princess. I just think the Hot Lips formula is excellent. Now, my next lip recommendation is this one from Dior. It is called the Ultra Care Liquid. The shade I have, and I've spoken about in a previous video, is number 639 Wonder. This is an Ultra Care Liquid. I think I already said that. It contains flower oil. It's ultra weightless and has a petal velvet finish, and it sure does. This is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. The Patrick Ta is a creamy liquid lipstick. This is a matte velvet liquid lipstick, but again, it's not drying. It goes on smoothly. This color is just beautiful. So those are my definite specific lip recommendations, but if you are looking for another good gloss formula, two actually that I really enjoy and I buy a lot from the range are the Pat McGrath Lust Glosses and the Marc Jacobs Glosses. If you're looking for something non-sticky, and those are the gloss brands that I reach for the most, either the Fenty, the Pat McGrath, or the Marc Jacobs. All right, so we've covered lips, but we're still on makeup. So let's move on to my foundation recommendations, foundation and primer. My favorite primer that I put in all of my recommendations videos is the Hourglass Veil. If you have oily skin, I mean, I know some combination skins really, really love this. I have very oily skin, and this is my holy grail. So if you have not tried this yet, it is called the Veil Mineral Primer. It's oil-free. It contains a broad spectrum SPF 15. If I want my foundation to last, to look perfect, to have my pores look more refined, I always reach for this. I've been recommending it for years. So again, if you've not tried that yet, pick it up during the bonus event. My favorite foundations are the Too Faced Peach Perfect, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. These three are all pretty full coverage. But what I've been doing, I don't know if you saw my recent video about how I mix products together to achieve the perfect shade and perfect level of coverage. And for that, I use either the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Foundation or the Dior Face and Body. Both of these are excellent sheer to medium buildable coverage foundations. So that's what I do. I mix one of those into my fuller coverage foundations if I want to make the coverage be a little bit less, have it be more sheer, but I still love how long wearing all three of these are. Now for concealers, I do have two favorites that are available at Sephora. One of them is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer, and the other one is the Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist. Both of these are high coverage, excellent for more mature skin, those of us that have a little bit more dryness under the eye and a little bit more loss of elasticity and some fine lines. Both of those are excellent. And for my powder, which I'm going to do right now, I really love the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and I wear the shade Pound Cake. So since I just used this incredibly soft brush on my face, let's talk about it. This is from the Sephora Collection brush set called Shimmer and Shine. It is a $181 value, and it retails for $49. You also get this travel case, so you can put the brushes in there, and then you take this flap and cover it so they're protected when you travel. This is such an incredible gift for someone. I think I'm going to pick up another one to give as a gift, but these were for me. I used them to do my makeup today. I have to say, I was incredibly impressed with this brush right here. I used it to apply my foundation, and it was amazing. As I already mentioned, this one is super soft. This brush right here, this crease blender, I have brushes in my collection that cost, $50 for just one brush that are very similar to this, that feel the exact same as this. Yet you can get all of these for $50. I'm sure a lot of you are probably really skeptical about the quality of the brushes at such an affordable price point, but I was really, really impressed. These are excellent. I knew I wanted to try this set and possibly put it in this video because the last time I did a Sephora Holiday Bonus Event recommendations video, I did not include brushes, and someone asked me why, and I really didn't have an answer. I guess I just already owned so many brushes that I felt like I didn't really want to buy anymore, but I just couldn't resist this set, and I wanted to test it out for you guys to let you know if it was good quality, if it's something that you could feel confident giving as a gift. All right, let's move on to some palettes. And I'm gonna start with this one because I did not put any highlighter on today. And this one contains a beautiful highlighter. It's one of my current favorites. This is the Benefit Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad palette. I've been using and loving Benefit's Hoola bronzer forever. I've been using Coralista for years as well. And so when I saw this palette and then it contained Hoola Caramel, which I thought would be great for when I've used a self tanner and I want a little bit of a deeper bronzer. I also thought it would be great to use as an eyeshadow, like a really nice transition shade to blend out. And then the Cookie highlighter, once I swatched that, I was in love. I'm gonna take one of the brushes from the set I just showed you, and I'm gonna go into Cookie and look at that. It's so pretty. I love this highlighter. Speaking of highlighters and bronzers, another Charlotte Tilbury must-have, in my opinion, is her Film Star Bronze and Glow. I have this in both the light and the medium dark. This is the light medium, and then there's a medium dark. I definitely use the light one more. It's just the perfect bronzing / contour powder. It's not quite as dark as Hoola. It's not quite as, on some skin tones, Hoola can go a little bit dirty looking. I hate to say that because for most people it works great, but this duo for me is just perfection when it comes to contouring, bronzing, and then doing a nice soft highlight. It's definitely not as bold as the Cookie highlighter from Benefit. So if this is not your thing, you want something more subtle, and if you've been looking at this palette and seen all the good reviews and it's been on your wish list for a while, this holiday event is the time you should pick it up. And then those of you that watch my videos consistently know how much I love Jouer, their duo blushes. I own 3 of the duos. One of them was limited edition for the summer. The other 2 are Adored and Rose Gold. So I highly recommend those, but I also highly recommend this new Patrick Ta blush. It's the one I have on. This is the shade She's Passionate. I was a little concerned when I first swatched these at Sephora because I felt like they were just very, very sheer, and I'm used to blushes like NARS that are super pigmented. So being that I already had blush on, I had to test it on my mom, and it was beautiful. When I got it home and tried it on my own skin, I was really, really happy that it didn't have a ton of pigment, that it was buildable, and it was very much became one with my skin and was just such a beautiful, healthy flush. So I do really like that it's sheer but buildable. That's great for someone who has a tendency to go heavy-handed with their blush, or someone who just wants a very light wash of color. You can build it up to be more intense, or you can just apply it, very lightly, as I mentioned. And this shade Passionate is gorgeous. Actually, it's called She's Passionate. I'm taking this angled brush from the Sephora Shimmer and Shine set. That was a tongue twister. And I'm applying a little bit more just to show you what a gorgeous color this is. And it just really becomes one with the skin. I'm gonna run through my eyeshadow palette recommendations fairly quickly. I'm gonna start with the new Huda Beauty Nude Obsessions palettes. I purchased the light and the rich. Those were just the 2 that I was most drawn to. I probably should have picked up medium as well, but I've got, like a lot of you, I have so many palettes, but I am somewhat of a collector of these smaller Obsessions palettes. I think the $29 price point is great. They're wonderful for travel, and I will be doing a tutorial, maybe a get ready with me, using these very, very soon. And then my other recommendations would be the Natasha Denona Biba palette. That's one of my favorite everyday neutral eyeshadow palettes. For something a little bit more fun and festive that contains some glitters, I would recommend the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. That's the one I have on right now. As I mentioned earlier, if there's something on your wish list that's a bit pricier that you've been putting off buying, now is the time. I know that, like me, a lot of you wait for this bonus event to come around to purchase these more expensive products. But a more affordable palette that I've been loving for several months now, and I've also talked about it before on my channel. This is the Too Faced Natural Lust. This has been a great little everyday palette for me as well. So I love the Natasha Denona Biba, but this one has a little bit more pastel, purple shades that I also really like, even for every day. Some more mauve-y tones. It just just has everything I need. I like the formula. There are a few that are a little bit, you know, less pigmented, a little maybe not as creamy as some of the others, but overall, I think it's an incredible palette, and for me, it's a must-have. Okay, moving on to hair care. I've been using the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner for over 6 months now. I love it. I've talked about both of those products ad nauseum on my channel. I am never going to stop using that shampoo and conditioner. I just can't see myself changing because I absolutely adore that shampoo and conditioner. And the shampoo is so concentrated. A little bit goes a long way. It's made my hair so much healthier. I just can't say enough good things about it. Of course, I'm gonna recommend those. For my heat protectant, I love, and I'm actually gonna pick up another one during the bonus event for myself, is the Living Proof Restore Instant Protection Spray. I use this product before I blow dry my hair, before I use a flat iron, a curling iron. I have gone through several bottles of it and I just love it. So if you're looking for a really good heat protectant that won't weigh your hair down, this is an excellent one. And then for a finishing product, I really enjoy the Way hair oil. It smells amazing. It's not greasy. You can actually rub the remainder, like whatever on your hands that you rake through your hair. Actually, I'll put a little bit in right now. Take a few drops and just run it through the ends of my hair. Oh, it smells so good. And it just takes down the frizz. It mends the look of split or dry ends. And then you can just take what's left and rub it on your hands, like in your cuticles, and you're good to go. It's not like super sticky. You don't feel like you have to wash your hands after you apply this oil. So as you can see, I am due to, well, almost due to purchase a new one. All right, moving on to skincare. The cleanser that I've been using, and I'm actually almost out of, is this Belif Aqua Jelly Cleanser. I switch up my skincare quite a bit. I don't like to switch it up as much as I do, but part of my job is trying new products so I can relay results or lack of results to my viewers, let you know what's worth the money, what just wasn't effective, or what was insanely effective. And I do wear quite a bit of makeup, clearly, so I like a cleanser that will easily remove everything. Mascara, long-wearing foundation, long-wearing eyeliner. This cleanser is for all skin types. As I mentioned, it does an excellent job at removing all of my makeup, so I think I will be repurchasing this during the event. This next product is pretty new to me. I've only been using it for 3 weeks, but I've seen enough of a difference to feel confident recommending it to you. It is the Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Lactic Pore Treatment. It contains 30% lactic acid complex. This is said to improve the look of pores, clarity, and radiance. And who doesn't want that? Especially if you have more oily skin, which has a tendency to have larger pores and more texture. So I'm always trying to find the best products to refine the look of pores and have more radiance and clarity. And I think this is a really great one, as do a lot of other people. I decided to pick this up because the reviews were so incredible on Sephora.com. And then for moisturizer, this Charlotte Tilbury lover is going to recommend the Magic Creme. It's one of my all-time favorite moisturizers. I love applying it before I apply my makeup. I think it smells great. It feels like such a luxury to apply it. The packaging is beautiful. I'm actually out of mine, and I was going to pick it up last month, but then I decided to wait and hold off for this holiday bonus event. And my last recommendations category is body and fragrance. I have really been loving this Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom body cream. It's so rich, it's so luxurious, it smells incredible, and this is the time to splurge on this body cream if you've been wanting to. I think I've said that about quite a few things in this video, but truthfully, how often are you able to get a savings on these products? So I kind of wish I had waited to buy mine. This is so, so good. And then for fragrance, I picked up this beautiful scent about a month ago. It is from Lancome. It's called Idole. Oh, it smells so good. As many of you know, I am horrible at describing scents. It is just fresh yet sexy. I think it's suitable for day or night, and it has a really, really good staying power, I find. So I definitely recommend, if you're in Sephora, if you can give it a whiff. Maybe ask for a little sample so you can try it for a few days first, which is what I like to do when it comes to fragrances. This is definitely a new favorite. All right, I think that covers all of my recommendations for the Sephora Holiday Bonus Event 2019. Once again, this event is open to all beauty insiders. However, right now, November 1st through November 6th is Rouge VIP or VIP Rouge access only. Rouge members will get 20% off their purchase. And as I mentioned, access for all beauty insiders, regardless of your level, begins on November 7th and runs through the 11th. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Also, if you're not a member of the Risa Does Makeup family, we would love to have you. I would love to have you. Please just hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I do try to upload at least twice a week, and I think that'll do it. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you very soon.